all tarot lovers out there. This is a pick a card, timeless reading for what is going on with the other person. With me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So, if you have more questions after watching this reading, you can go to my channel. You can click the little Queen of Cups icon here, and you will find more pick a card readings like this, and also the love readings for all the 12 astrological sign is up for Sagittarius season. So from end of November to end of December. And this pick a card reading is it's 4 different scenarios. So from 1, 2, 3 to 4. And I want you to intuitively choose from one of these piles, which is the one that's reaching out to you the most. It can be that it has a more vivid color, or that your eyes are being drawn to it. Sometimes it can also be the pile that you are struggling to avoid, because sometimes we don't want to hear the truth. So I will give you a moment here to look at this and choose. So don't overthink it. Usually it's the first one, and go with that. And you can also watch all the other ones as well and see what resonates. So I will start with pile number 1. So I'm putting away these other piles. Okay, so there is no shortage of money and time, so it kind of means that either is this person stressed about time, that they feel that there is not enough time and that they are wasting time, or they are a little bit more laid back and kind of feeling that there's a lot of time for them to explore their life and to do whatever it is that they feel most what they want to do. Okay, so, and here is the tarot cards. It's from the Law of Attraction Tarot, and we can see here the 3 of Wands. So it seems like this person has some kind of plan for their life. They are going here and spreading the seeds, and we can see with this little face here that they are very focused on the future and what it is that they want from this future. So it seems like they have serious plans for their life and being very steadfast with going towards that direction. So they don't want to be sidetracked or like having their attention drawn to something else, but it might be a risk for them, and it seems like they are fighting against this possibility that they want to be keeping their eyes on the prize, but that there's things in the surrounding that's distracting them. And here we have the Knight of Wands, and it comes in reversed, and we can see that Knight of Wands is like a person that it's not very, they are goal oriented, but they are quickly losing interest in the things that they are focusing on. They are finding out one thing and exploring that, and then there's the next thing and the next thing. And when this card comes in reverse, it shows that this person has a problem with self-discipline, and might also have some problems with wasting time with the wrong things, like doing a lot of playing hooky, or being out drinking, partying, being with a lot of different partners, like new partner every night, or not being able to stay in one job because they lose their interests in this particular place again and again. And here we have the King of Swords. So this, I think, is another part of this person. It might also be people outside this person. It's a King of Swords. So it shows how they are trying to whip themselves into subordination to do the things that is important for them in their life. So they have these dreams, but they have some problems with achieving these dreams because there's other things that's stealing their attention away from them and making them do things that they're their father self inside of them is not very happy with. The King of Swords is very controlled and don't want to do things that gives a bad outcome. So it's a very controlled person that it's not a player type or someone just rolling the dice and not planning for tomorrow. This is someone planning. So it seems like this person has a little bit of a split. Like one side of them wants to just have fun and the other side is more oriented towards a certain goal. And here we have the Lovers. So with the Lovers, it came after the King of Swords. It seems like this person has a hard time maybe committing in relationships, but their higher self or their father self wants them to take life and love more serious. They want them to not waste their time with playing around and not finding a partner for the future and settling down. So it's like this person has a lot of dreams of what they want to do that's still very like a little bit young. It's a side to them that's still wants to have like a teenager kind of lifestyle, backpacking, roaming around the world, not staying in one place. But another part of them feels like time is running out and that they need to take life and particularly love more seriously. And we have also this oracle card from Oracle of Visions, which shows that this person is kind of healing from something. It's like they are trying to avoid something with this irrational behavior. They're trying to avoid some kind of pain that they actually need to maybe focus a little bit on to heal from. It seems like they have something in the past that have hurt them, and it's also possible that they are not being able to focus on love fully because they are still healing from something, and that's why they are acting irrational. And we have this attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I think they have a certain idea of what's attractive. So they might act in a way that's a little bit irrational to look attractive. It's almost like a person being a little bit insecure, and I think they really want to be more. They want to control themselves in a way so that their life will be more prosperous, but in the same time, they have these ideas of what's attractive, and it might be that they think it's attractive to be this, having this kind of bad boy or bad girl attitude. And we have this, there is no shortage of money and time. And I can read it. There is no shortage, and any attention to shortage of something wanted will always produce negative emotion within you, because your guidance is letting you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. Whether you are focused upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day is expended in one day closer to the end of your years, that feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. So it seems like they are in some way rushing through life and wants to experience so many different things because they think they will kind of die soon. And that makes them actually not being able to really focus on the right things and wasting a lot of time. But there's a lot of hope with these cards here, that they have a side to them that could take control and make their life more happy. But it's something that they need to heal from first inside of them to be able to do this. Maybe it's about their self-esteem and self-love and coming into union with self, because it might be that they still are a little bit like teenage revolution towards a parent or life in general. But if they can fuse the parent archetype inside of them together with the more childish archetype, they can really get the show on the road and get more prosperity out of their life. But this healing needs to happen, and they need to take a serious look at their life to to be able to get to where they want to go. Okay, so number 1, I hope this helped. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. So, and here we have the pile number 2. Put the stone there. And it's my what is need not influence my what is becoming. So what is right now don't have to be the same thing that we will experience in the future. Here with the tarot cards is from the Law of Attraction Tarot. We can see the Queen of Swords together with the High Priestess. These two are very similar in many ways. It's like a high quality woman that's a little bit afraid to get hurt. So being a little bit of a loner and having a judgmental attitude towards life and other people. So keeping people maybe a little bit on an arm's length distant, and being suspicious towards people in general and thinking that they are always out to get ahead or get perks out of the situation. So this person is a little bit suspicious and don't let people close into their life. And we have also the Three of Swords together with the Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting, that a person is maybe mirroring on their outside, like they are a loner, a little bit on their own, but they're mirroring this also on their outside. So they're seeing a lot of people that is difficult to come close to or be friends with, or they don't want to let this person into their lives. So I think their own attitudes are being reflected in their life, so they're projecting a lot of things. So they're feeling very lonely and isolated, and they feel like other people is also isolating themselves. So it seems like this person is attracting lone wolves into their lives. So it's a very hard to get warm, fuzzy relationships for this person, and they're trying to deal with that by kind of running away from the situation that hurts. The situation where they can't allow someone to get close, and the people that they meet are also people that have a hard time to let other people close. So they're focusing more on kind of masculine things in life, almost like being a soldier, like taking the airplane and marching in another country. That can be for some of them, but focusing more on the challenges in life that they can kind of work themselves through. So they might be focusing on work or sports challenges or competitive challenges or other things that is not about love and relationships, but more about a person's like how strong they are, how fast they are, how quick-minded they are, how well organized they are. So it's a person that seems very lonely, and they seem scared to get close to other people, and they're focusing a lot on outside achievements, we can say. And 9 is connected to the Hermit, and they have this deep trauma inside of them that have made them to a suspicious person that have problems to come close with others. And we can see here with the Oracle Vision card that they have, this is a pattern from their childhood that goes round and round and round and round. I said that they are projecting this on the outside. The Nine of Wands is very typical because we start to act towards others in the way we ourselves are fearing other people will act towards us. So for example, if we think that other people are cold, we are turning cold. If we think that other people will leave, we leave. If we think that other people don't love us, we will decide that I don't love this person and I will walk away. And this seems to be a childhood trauma for this person, and it would be a good thing if they could kind of circle back to this trauma, and whatever situation is kind of wakening up their wound and making them hurt, instead of running away, it would be a good idea if they could stay with this and kind of work through it and see, okay, so what's really in this this box here where I have saved this sadness from my past and what's making me run away and not being able to have close relationships. And when it comes to love, we have give your relationship a chance. So I feel with the aeroplane here and the march that this person is walking away from something that they actually love, and their heart wants to give this relationship a chance, or their relationship in general a chance, since they are alone a little bit. But that requires them to face this old trauma. So the question is if they are brave enough to do it. The 9 of Wands says no. It says no, this person has the guard up. They are not going to lower it. But it's the only way for this person to find inner peace is to actually go straight for this childhood wound, can be a past life karma as well, and kind of give their relationship a chance, even if it's hard, because relationship seems hard for this person, because they are suspicious, have this suspicious mind, and they are judgmental, and they fear that other people is very competitive, and these kind of things. It's probably a great description of them as well. And then we have this, my what is need not influence my what is becoming. So what is has not bearing on what is coming unless you are continuously see here. I'm not able to pronounce that word, so constantly rethinking the story of what is. If you are telling your story to yourself, oh, this was happened, it was this argument, and that person was so cold towards me, it seems like they didn't care. And by thinking and speaking more of how you really want your life to be, you allow what you're currently living to be the jumping off place for so much more. But if you're speaking predominantly of what is, then you're still jump off, but you jump off into more of the same. So it seems currently like this person is creating more of the same in their life over and over and over again. And this won't end until this person face their relationships and say, okay, buckle up their sleeves and say, okay, now we go to work. I'm always coming back to this point. I'm not going to run away this time. I'm actually going to work through it, because I realize that I have a trauma here that makes me very suspicious and scared, but I will anyway give my relationships a chance, even if it's hard, even if it becomes really heavy for me and impossible. I will still stay and work it out. So that's what this person needs to do. But currently it seems that like they're mostly running away. So, number 2, so I hope that helped. I want you to take really good care. If you have more questions, go to my channel page and watch the other readings that's up there, and you will get more clues, hopefully. So I will continue with pile number 3. Yes. Okay, so pile number 3. Sorry. And we have this, my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. And here we have a person like doing winter sports, snowboard, and it's an Ace of Swords. So it seems like this person is a very controlled person, like they have a crystal clear, piercing mind, and they don't want to focus on like the unwanted. They're trying very hard to put all things unwanted in the back burner and to not remember anything in the past that was bad. And they're trying really hard to be in the now and do a lot of things that's fun for them, making them feel very successful and on top of their life, like in control. And here we have an 8 of Pentacles, which shows that probably this person is also focusing a lot on work and trying to, that's again something that they can control. Their leisure pleasures and their work environment seems to be things that's making this person feel on top of the world. But I also think this person has problem with their relationships, and that's why they are trying to very hard to focus on like the now and the future, and forget about everything about the past. And they are very like a very controlled person, and they want to give out this impression that they have fun all the time, and that they are always like on top of the world, and nothing ever bothers them. They can leave old stuff behind and just continue into the future, so nothing really touches them. That's what they want everyone to see. And then we have completion, the world card in the reverse. So it shows that they have left a lot of things behind that's not solved. They haven't solved these things, and with the Eight of Pentacles, it's probably they're going to have to go back and solve it. And it seems to have to do with relationships. So they have left some relationship messes behind them that is without closure or without solution. And it might even be a soulmate relationship that they had a lot of dreams of and for, but it's left in the past unsolved. And here we have an Ace of Pentacles. So this person actually have everything to their advantage. Like they have chances. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, sorry. Ace of Cups is they have this plentiful that they could choose from. But since they are so afraid to touch messes that they have left behind them, it's very hard for them to start something new with love. But they are supposed to do this. They start something new or rekindle something here, like a soulmate relationship that have been left in the past. They are trying so hard to not focus on this, but it's still there, like a chance for them that they could go back to this, what's not completed, and complete it and get like a new start here. But since this person is very scared of their emotions, they are trying to postpone this, is what I'm feeling. And here we have Pandora. It's from Oracle of Vision, and we can see Pandora has opened the box. And that's what they don't want to do. They don't want to open the box to the past, this uncompleted situation, because it's better to act like everything is fine than to, stir up this crap that's that they have put in this box in the first place, like in the back burner to forget about. And it's some kind of separation, I think, that have affected this person greatly. And it's this hurt which they are trying to get away from. And they think that time apart will make them eventually forget about this person and not ever have to go back and fix things. But I'm not sure that they are right. But their approach is to not pay attention to the things, they don't want. They don't want to think about this separation. They don't want to think of what they have lost. They just want to focus on the future. But it makes, it's like this person is missing a part, like they're missing out on an opportunity. They are also not living like life fully. It's like they have closed off their heart a little bit. For every pleasing thing, there is an unpleasing counterpart, for within every particle of the universe is that which is wanted, as well as the lack of that which is wanted. When you focus upon an unwanted aspect of something, in an effort to push it away from you, it only comes closer, because you get what you give your attention to, whether it is something that you want or not. It is up to you to focus upon and attract what is wanted. And this seems to be the whole person's approach. So they come off as a little bit like ice cold, like a person that has their shit together and nothing ever bothers them. And it gives that they are missing out on opportunities because they don't want to dig up this old thing. And maybe they will be successful in this. I don't know. But for me, it seems like this person is missing out. And they're going to have regrets later on that they actually didn't open Pandora's box and try to get part of this Ace of Cups that's waiting for them here with this lost opportunity. But we can't advise this person, because it's we are talking about the other person, the person that you are dealing with, and they seem to want to have their whole being under control to not miss anything, that they, if they had a more open heart, they would really miss this thing, and this thing might be you, but this is not this person's choice right now. Their choice is to forget about it and just move on and not focus on what they didn't want or the outcome that was leading to this separation. Okay, so I hope this helped. If you have more question, I want you to go to my channel page, this little Queen of Cups icon, and you will find more pick a card readings like this on different topics that can help you more, but also the love readings for the 12 astrological signs is up for Sagittarius season, November to December. So I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Just going to put in my battery cord here. So, okay, so pile number 3. I can't transform my own world. Something that feels a little bit lonely about this person. I think they have given up hope in some way, and that they have kind of retired back to things and things like situation and relationships where they feel in control, where they don't have to be like risking anything or being put in an awkward position. So I think this person is a little bit lonely. They are giving up hope, and they are trying to control their situation and be as happy as they possibly can without having hope and with giving up on other people a little bit. Okay. So with the tarot cards we have here from the Law of Attraction Tarot, we see the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is a person that's very on top in their life. They are on top of the game. They are usually very successful financially and socially, and in so many different, they can be very creative as well, like successful business leader or being some kind of creator of some sort. They are also usually very well organized and skilled in many different topics. And we also have the Sun here. So this is Leo and this is Leo. So the Sun again. And it shows actually upon love, and I think this is what the person is longing for. They want to have this, I think they want to get married. This person wants to get married. They want to be together with someone forever. But you remember, they have lost hope a little bit about this, and they feel like they need to be on top of their own situation. But they want to change this. What's going on with their relationship. They want to change this so that they can be more happy in the future and have more happy relationships. But as of now, I feel that this person is very lonely, but they don't want to be like this forever. They want to find love and happiness and be able to partner up with someone, and most possibly also getting married is what I'm feeling. And here we have a 7 of Wands and a Knight of Coins. So currently nothing of this is really happening for this person in their life. They're just focusing on work. They don't seem to focus at all on relationship. They are a little bit tired from all the work. So as I said, they are focusing on what they can control, and it's their creative environment. But it's kind of wearing them out because they are not getting this adventurous love into their life. And it's a shame, because I think this person has a lot to offer, a lot to give. They are a very competent person. They can probably be a very good partner, and they're longing for love, but they feel lonely and like they haven't been able to create this relationships in their life that they want to. Maybe not to fault of their own, or maybe because this is their life journey, like what they need to learn. And here we have from Oracle of Visions this with a girl with like different balloons are coming with the pieces of the puzzles that's becoming her. So I think the divine is keeping this person a little bit lonely, because they are they are in the process of finding themselves. And when they have found themselves in completion and completed like their life and learned to take care of themselves and be successful and all these kind of things, I think universe will offer them love eventually. But this is holy matrimony, and first we need to become a whole person ourselves. So it feels like this person is carrying a lot of sadness, and they probably need to heal and complete themselves and realize a lot of things about their life, they themselves, and their different relationships, and why things turned out the way it turned out. And they also need to take off that mask and become more themselves. Then I think they will be rewarded with this, what they are dreaming of. But currently their life is a little bit high and dry and also lonely, but they are in this process of working very hard on themselves personally. So they are going through like a big personal transformation. And we have children here. Your love life is being affected by children. So I think this person also longs for children. But there's also things that's incompleted from their childhood that's making them being in this situation which they are currently are. And they might act like they are on top in all other aspects of their life. But when it comes to relationship, it feels like they are getting a little bit childish because they haven't been brought up in a way that was always super healthy. So it has left them with lacks when it comes to their self-esteem and how they view themselves. So that's why they are being brought to a little bit of a lonely time right now, to be able to complete this and to become a grown-up so that they can have marriage and children. And here we have this: I can transform my own world. Make lists of positive aspects. Make lists of things you love and never complain about anything. And as you use those things that shine bright and make you feel good as your excuse to give your attention and be who you are, you will tune to who you are, and the whole world will begin to transform before your eyes. It is not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for you. A state of appreciation is pure connection to source where there is no perception of lack. So it means that basically this person needs to learn to love themselves through and through despite their childhood issues. And when they have done so, their life will magically transform and they will get this thing into their life which they are longing for. But currently they are working on this to tune into who they are and find this person, because before I think they have focused on being great for others to make them love them, but it didn't work. So now they need to learn to love themselves and make their own life happy. And when they have done so and are at peace with themselves, life on the outside will magically change, and their dreams will come true and their hope will return. So this is a person that really has their their thing together. So it's a person that's on the right track, we can say. So I want to show you the decks, the oracle decks being used. The tarot deck was the Law of Attraction Tarot, and this is the oracle decks that I have been using. So thank you so much for watching, and welcome back. Next time I'm publishing something here on YouTube. So take care until then, and bye bye.